Hello guys, welcome to another exciting video from Engine Nation. In this video today, we'll tell you everything we know so far about the most recent insider information we've learned. China is secretly developing a super powerful engine to colonize Mars before SpaceX and Elon Musk. Before we dive into the details, make sure to stay with us until the end of the video. That said, let's begin. The year 2021 may be remembered as the year of the Great Space Race. China, one of the most powerful players in the space race, recently revealed their plans to catch up to SpaceX, the space travel pacesetters. According to the adage that imitation is the best form of flattery, China unwittingly threw tons of flattery at SpaceX on April 24th during their National Space Day conference. Or perhaps they were flattered by SpaceX without realizing it. It's difficult to say. China's fascinating economic expansion may be lagging behind, but the country's dreams and aspirations are steadily rising. China's government is currently pumping huge support into its space industry to compete with well-known US manufacturers like Jeff Bezos at Blue Origin and Elon Musk at SpaceX. As part of their strategic efforts to outdo NASA by putting robotic landers and possibly astronauts on the surface of Mars and the Moon, the latest version of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket was recently launched. China's space authorities have stated publicly that the country aspires to become a major space power by the early 2030s. The government of President Xi Jinping is also considering how to direct spending in a way that encourages Chinese tech companies to make breakthroughs in downstream technologies such as robotics, aerospace, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and other 21st century technologies. The majority of China's ambitions are still aimed at enhancing the country's prestige, both at home and abroad. However, a push within Xi's government to triple government spending on space science, as well as the emergence of a small but growing group of privately backed space startups, indicate that both China industry and the government see long-term economic benefits in space technology investments. Increased capital flow to China's state-run and private space-related tech companies could put more pressure on NASA and eventually commercial space companies in the US and Europe. It's no secret that China has had a long-standing crush on SpaceX, but they've recently made that fact more public by revealing a rocket design that looks identical to the Starship. Elon Musk has openly welcomed competition from the other space companies, and it appears that China has responded with its own line of reusable orbital rockets that appear to be direct clones of SpaceX's Starship. According to analysts, the space tourism industry, which is currently worth around £300 billion, will eventually be over £600 billion by 2030. Of course, point-to-point rocket flights would be a £15 billion industry, threatening to eat into long-haul airline travel. Virgin Galactic, Blue Origin, in addition to SpaceX, are attempting to transport tourists into space. Now the question is whether China's startup clone can one day match, if not outperform, SpaceX's rockets. Let's take a look. Remember to subscribe before we continue. On April 24th, 2021, China unveiled a series of technological advancements and achievements in the rocket industry and interplanetary transportation during the celebration of the 6th National Space Day, also known as the Aerospace Achievement Exhibition Day, in Nanjing Province. The purpose of the event was to demonstrate China's advancements in rocket technology over time, as well as to inspire future astronauts and aerospace engineers. The exhibition's main focus was China's Chongqing 5 mission, which included the majority of the lunar samples it returned to Earth. After the Soviet Union's Lunar 24 mission in 1976, the Chongqing 5 mission holds the record for being the only space mission to return lunar samples in over 4 decades. After the Soviet Union, China became the third country to return lunar samples, with the United States coming in second. The exhibition also featured China's first Mars rover, the Zhurong, which landed on the Red Planet on May 14, 2021. This made China the second country to successfully land on Mars' surface and establish communications. NASA was the first to land rovers on the Martian surface, and while they have had 5 successful landings, only 2 of them are currently operational. China has no intention of remaining on the sidelines as the rest of the world experiments with interplanetary travel. They demonstrated this in a promotional video shown at the exhibition, which shows how China is developing a rocket system that looks and functions almost identically to SpaceX's Starship. Link Space, China's first private rocket company, has revealed the designs of its first new line of launch vehicles, which have the potential to match and in the near future likely overshadow SpaceX's Falcon 9. China is currently constructing a Chinese space station that will function similarly to the International Space Station. Plans to build a moon base and a crewed space station are among China's many ambitious goals. The majority of their future separation goals are blatant clones of SpaceX's current objectives. According to a recent viral video on China's microblogging site, Sina Weibo, titled 1 Hour Global Arrival in Space Transportation Systems, China has adopted 2 futuristic concepts in the hopes of achieving suborbital passenger point-to-point flights in the near future. These concepts perform vertical takeoff and landings in 2 stages. These rocket concepts, which resemble starships in appearance, will take off from the Earth, fly into space, and return to Earth in less than an hour. The rocket in the video looked identical to the Starship, with a gleaming exterior that matched the Starship's stainless steel design. It also has the same triangular aerodynamic fins as the Starship, as well as seamless first and second stages, making it a clear Starship drone. The second concept revealed a horizontal takeoff and landing vehicle, powered by an electronic catapult. China had previously stated that it hoped to achieve global point-to-point travel by 2041, and these 2 concepts are a step toward that goal. China has undoubtedly been watching SpaceX for some time, biding their time and learning about the design and manufacturing of rockets' first stages. A Chinese spy boat was said to have been spotted docked on a small patch of ocean where the Falcon 9 rocket first stages were supposed to touch down during SpaceX's first flight in 2006. To implement automatic navigation and control through the atmosphere during re-entry, the Chinese Long March 2C launch rocket was designed with grid fins that were seen to be similar to those used on the Falcon 9's first stage in 2019. Because China intends to build their Long March 8 rocket to land on a sea platform, similar to how Musk's SpaceX Falcon 9 booster lands, they make copies similar to those used by Musk's SpaceX. SpaceX's concepts have undeniably influenced China's incentives. And this is not because China is unable to come up with genuine ideas and concepts on its own, but rather because SpaceX has already captured and directed the public's attention back to the wonders of space exploration. Link Space recently announced its plans to build a new rocket called New Line 1, which will be similar in appearance and operations to SpaceX's Starship. The reusable first stage, as well as its kerosene and liquid oxygen-powered propellants, are among the most notable features. The New Line 1 rocket will be about 21 meters tall, with a 1.8 meter diameter and a liftoff mass of 33 tons and a 400 kilogram thrust. It can carry a payload of 200 kilograms with such power ratings. The estimated initial launch cost is around $4.5 million, but if the reusable stage is made possible, the cost could drop to $2.5 million. China also intends to participate in SpaceX's current second stage reusability concept. These systems are part of China's plans to develop global point-to-point transportation by 2045, which were previously announced. By 2035, China's aerospace industry has stated that it will begin using suborbital travel to deliver global cargo. By 2035, it may be able to begin passenger services. The Academy of Launch Vehicle Technologies of China, China's main state-owned rocket manufacturer, is leading the aerospace project. China's Clone is a massive vehicle with the ability to take off into space in a vertical plane and land in the same manner as SpaceX's Starship. This indicates that China's Clone, like the Starship, may be capable of transporting humans from Earth to other planetary bodies. Passengers were seen cruising around the globe in anti-gravity space before arriving at and being dropped off at target locations in the video. The video footage looks almost identical to a 2017 SpaceX video that showed a rocket touching down on a mounted pad in front of a skyline. Do you think you'll be able to finally copy SpaceX's every move and do exactly what they do? Please feel free to add your comments. That's all there is today. Thank you for watching the video and taking the time. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel Engine Nation for more such content and latest updates. Until next time.